My name is Azim Beg and you are watching a Tech English YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel. And don't forget to select bell icon with all option. In today's video we will understand the module which is equipped with transistor. How it works and how it is configured. How are all transistors connected to each other? We will make it easy to check. First we will check this module without removing it from the ultrasonic generator. And that's how the wire of this module is plugged into the board and which connects to the main board for biasing and power. It has the base, emitter and collector connections of the transistors on both sides. Here you see 5 wires. The first wire starting from the right is black. And all the emitters on one side are connected in parallel after a 0.5 ohm resistor in series. That is, one end of the 0.5 ohm resistor is connected to the emitter of the transistor and the other end is connected to the black wire point. Similarly, the resistances of the 5 transistors are connected on the black wire. It has negative 220 volts coming from the board. Next to this is the connection to the base. All the bases on the same side are connected in parallel after a series of 4.7 ohm resistors. That is, one end of the 4.7 ohm resistor is connected to the base of the transistor and the other end is connected to the yellow wire point. Similarly, the resistances of the 5 transistors are connected to the yellow wire. On this board the biasing signal is sent to the transistors. The next connection to this is on the blue wire. All the collectors of these transistors are connected directly to it and the 0.5 ohm resistors of all the emitters on the other side are connected to the blue wire in series like the first side. This point is the junction of emitter collectors. From here, generated AC is supplied to the output transformer through a series capacitor of 20 UF. At this point the DC is converted to high frequency AC. The frequency of which is the desired ultrasonic frequency. And its voltage becomes too high in the output transformer, so that the transducer can generate the required mechanical power. Now we check the transistors of other side. The next wire on the connector is green wire, where all base in series with 4.7 ohm resistor and other end of 4.7 ohm resistor connected to green wire point. Similarly, the resistances of the 5 transistors are connected to the green wire. And next point on the connector is collector and a red wire connected here. It is the red wire to which all the collectors of the transistor on the other side are connected in parallel. And here positive 220 volt DC power is supplied from the board. So that was the connection details of the connector, and now we know that the 5 wires on the connector are like this. If we start with the black wire. Emitter, base, collector, emitter, base, collector. Now we see how to check them. A digital multimeter will be taken for this. And its selector switch will be selected for continuity diode test. And the yellow wire on the first side of the connector is the base connection. And since the transistors are NPN, therefore, a positive probe or a red probe will be placed on it. That is, the yellow wire of the connector and the negative probe, which is the black probe, will check the emitter with the black wire. If the reading is 0.40 volt, then this phase of the transistor can be considered correct. Now remove the probe from the black wire and stop at the blue wire. The reading should now be 0.40 volts to 0.60 volt. After the base test, collector emitter leakage test is to be done. For this, put negative or black probe on black wire, which is emitter, and red or positive probe on blue wire where collector is connected. The reading on it will show over limit. Now replace these 2 probes with each other. Means put red probe on black wire and black probe on blue wire. There should still be a reading over limit. So it means that the desired side checked is absolutely fine. For example, if there is a reading, then one of the transistors on that side or all of the transistors are bad. In the same way we will check the remaining 2 connections and the transistors on the other side. As I am checking. For this, we now connect the base of the other side to the green wire. The red probe will be placed on it as before. And touch the black probe to the blue wire. The reading should be 0.40 volts to 0.60 volt. Then touch the black probe to the red wire point. A reading of 0.40 volts to 0.60 volt would mean the transistor is correct, but as you can see, that the meter is beeping short circuit and also showing red light. This means that one or all of the transistors on that side are shorted. That's why to check them, now open this module and check all the transistors separately. Because now we got this side short. So the next test, which was leakage test of emitter collector, is not needed. Hope you will benefit from this method. You must have subscribed to the channel. Your comments will help us improve our work. See you in the next video. Until then, God bless you.